Understanding perimeter and area. First of all, let's look at perimeter, which is the total distance around the outside of a 2D shape. Imagine if you were building a fence around the outside of a garden. It would be the total amount of fencing needed to go around the outside of the plot of land. To calculate the length of this oblong, we need to add the length of each of its sides. So we need to add AB to BC to CD and finally to AD. Now our shape has got measurements added, and you can see that AB is 5 centimetres, BC is 12 centimetres, CD is 5 centimetres and AD is 12 centimetres. As you can see, AB is the same length as CD and BC is the same length as AD. To find the perimeter, we want to know the total of these measurements. So we want to know what 5 plus 12 plus 5 plus 12 equals. To answer this, I'm going to split it into two groups, into 5 and 12, and 5 add 12. Now I know that 5 add 12 makes 17, and the same over here, 5 add 12 makes 17. I add these together to give me my answer of 34 centimetres. Now an alternative way of doing it would be to add up the parallel sides. So add up AB to C and D and add up BC to A and D. Since they are the same measurement, we just need to multiply that measurement by 2. So 2 times 5 and 2 times 12. I know that 2 times 5 is 10 and 2 times 12 is 24. I now need to add those together. 10 add 24 gives me my total of 34 centimetres again. Let's find the perimeter of a triangle now. Once again we need to add up the measurements around the outside of the shape, and I'm going to start with the largest one. So I'm going to start with 13 centimetres, and then I'm going to add 11 centimetres, and then I'm going to finally add my 5 centimetres. I know that 11 and 13 make 24, and if I add 5 to that, it gives me a total of 29 centimetres. So the perimeter of this triangle is 29 centimetres. Let's find the perimeter of an irregular shape now. Once again, we want to add up the measurements around the outside, but as you can see, we're missing 2 measurements. So we need to work these out first of all. We're going to do this using what we know already. Now, we know AB is 5 centimetres, EF is 2 centimetres, so CD has got to be 3 centimetres because 2 add 3 make 5. So I'm going to write my 3 centimetres on. We're now going to work out ED. I know that BC is 5 centimetres and AF is 3 centimetres, so ED has got to be 2 centimetres. We've now got all of the measurements for the lengths around the outside of our shape, and we want to add them together. So starting with AB, I've got 5 centimetres. I'm going to add the next 5 centimetres, and I'm then going to add my 3 centimetres and 2 centimetres and 2 centimetres and finally 3 centimetres. Looking at my number sentence here, I can see that I've got some number bonds. I know that 3 and 2 make 5, and I know that 2 and 3 make 5. So I've got 4 lots of 5. which gives me a total of 20 centimetres. So the perimeter of this irregular shape is 20 centimetres. Now let's look at area. Area is the amount of surface a shape covers. So we're looking at the measurement inside the shape now. I want to know how many 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre squares will fit inside the shape. And I can do this simply by counting the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alternatively, I can look at the rows and columns within the shape, and I can see that there are 2 rows of 6 squares, and I can write this as a multiplication problem. So 2 times 6 equals 12. We can also do this looking at the measurements. 2 centimetres times 6 centimetres equals 12 centimetres squared. So the area of this oblong is 12 centimetres squared. Here is an irregular shape, and we're going to try and find the area. And to do this, we're going to cut it into 2 smaller, simpler shapes, like this. And I'm going to label them A and B. Starting with A, I'm going to multiply 2 metres by 5 metres to get my area. 2 metres times 5 metres gives me an area of 10 metres squared. So my shape A is 10 metres squared. I now need to work out the area of shape B. And to do this, I need to work out the missing measurement first. Using what I know already, is that this measurement here is 4 metres and this line is 2 metres, so this has got to equal 2 metres. So to work out the area of shape B, I'm going to multiply my 2 metres by 2 metres. 2 metres times 2 metres gives me an area of 4 metres squared. So shape B is 4 metres squared. The area of the whole irregular shape is going to be 10 metres added to my 4 metres. 10 metres squared added to my 4 metres squared will give me a total area of 14 metres squared. We're now going to work out the area of a triangle. To do this, we're going to draw an oblong around the triangle, like this. You might be able to now see that our blue triangle is half of the complete oblong. So we should be able to find the area of our oblong and then half that to find the area of the triangle. Just like before, we're going to multiply the length and the width. So we're going to multiply our 10 centimetres by our 5 centimetres to give us an area of 50 centimetres squared. But this area is the area of the oblong. And like I said before, the blue triangle is half of that oblong. So if we half our measurement of 50 centimetres, we should be able to get the area of the blue triangle. 50 centimetres divided by 2, or halved, is 25 centimetres. So the area of our blue triangle is 25 centimetres squared.